So the party that calls Trump and MAGA Republicans authoritarian dictators has somehow found a way to force the quote-unquote billionaires to stay in their failing states. They are literally building a financial Berlin Wall. Why does this matter? Because you might be next. Let's talk about it. We are witnessing a catastrophic failure of the blue state economic model. Democrat-run states have taxed, regulated, and crime-waved their highest-earning citizens right out the door. The tax base is packing its bags for red states, and the politicians are panicking. Look at the raw IRS migration data. In a single year, California and New York lost a combined $21.9 billion in tax revenue, while business-friendly states like Florida and Texas gained $26 billion. People are voting with moving trucks. Instead of cutting their bloated budgets or reining in reckless spending, these states are doubling down. California's population grew by barely 1% over a decade, but their state budget surged by 100%. Where did the money go? Well, California spent tens of billions of dollars on a $126 billion high-speed rail project. Over 10 years, they haven't laid a single mile of track. It is a massive extraction layer for political consultants and corrupt contractors. Now that they are broke, at least 10 blue states are exploring unprecedented wealth and exit taxes. If you try to move your family to a safer, cheaper state, they want to tally up the value of your home, your cars, and your retirement, and slap you with a massive exit ransom. They sell this garbage to the public by saying, oh, we are just taxing the billionaires. But listen to me carefully. Forcing billionaires to suddenly liquidate tens of billions in stock to pay a state wealth tax will crater the financial markets. When the stock market crashes because of Gavin Newsom's greed, it destroys the 401ks and IRAs of middle-class Americans across the entire country. They are literally destroying the national economy to cover up their own state bankruptcies. And it never stops with the billionaires. It is a massive lie. Once the rich pack up and leave, like Chevron and Uber already did, the tax burden inevitably shifts downward. It always does. Look at New York. Socialist politicians like Zohran Mamdani are already floating inheritance taxes that would completely decimate middle-class families just trying to pass down a family home. Tax the rich always evolves into tax everyone who owns anything. Charging an American citizen an exit tax for moving across state lines violates the fundamental freedom of movement. It is unconstitutional. It is a desperate hostage situation created by a political class that refuses to admit their utopian experiment collapsed. They promise a high quality of life for your high taxes, the Looney Tunes doctrine. But what do you actually get? Rampant crime, exploding homelessness, and crumbling infrastructure. That is exactly why everyone is fleeing. Washington State just pushed a near 10% millionaire tax, giving them the highest top tax rate in the nation. It is going to drive all the Amazon and Microsoft talent completely out of Seattle. The new Congress must immediately pass federal legislation permanently outlawing state-level exit taxes. No American citizen should ever be held financially hostage by a corrupt governor. We also need a full DOJ fraud audit of the California high-speed rail project. We need to find out exactly which political action committees extracted the missing billions of taxpayer dollars. Finally, the federal government must refuse any FEMA or budget bailouts to states that intentionally bankrupt themselves funding sanctuary city policies. Stop bailing out failure. Truth over feelings. Always.